everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do this little punch needle kit. I've never done punch needle before, so we'll see how it goes. Before we get started, my name's Christine. Welcome to my channel. On here I try crafts I've never done before, try to improve the ones I do, some unboxings, talk about crafts. So thanks for joining. If you haven't already, if you could hit that subscribe button. So I bought this kit and it's got six they're supposed to be coasters, but I mean they're wool, so I don't think I'd be using them as coasters. But I got it off Temu and it was like 20 bucks, 18.90 I think to be exact, Canadian. And all of them come with a QR code, so there's a video with it, which I found really helpful. I already watched it because I've never done it before, so I wanted to do that. So let's see what I can do. So I like this. The yarn came with the numbers on it and nicely packed up. They're all like that, the same way. So I'm going to move that out of the way because we don't need that one. And each of them had has a little, that's for the backing. That came with the backing. So it's kind of like foam and then tape, which we're going to do at the end. So move those aside. Then it came also with the yarn needle and the thing to thread the needle. So yeah, I got the video queued up, so if I'm having trouble, I'll turn that on, but yeah. So first thing we have to do is put this on. And I guess it doesn't matter if we put it on straight because we're going to move it. So this would be the bottom. And I don't know where the screw is for the top of this. Oh, here it is. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to start already starting off bad. Okay, let's get a bit closer and see what I can do with this mess. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. You don't want to go that close. No one wants to see that. I think that's pretty good. We can get closer. Okay, so it says to put this underneath and try to center that. Guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to put, that looks pretty centered. And then you put this on top. You put the screw through and tighten it. It's kind of like I do cross stitch, so it's kind of like a hoop like that, I would assume. Wow, this is exciting. Why is it not tightening? Oh, it is tightening. It's just that I took it all the way out. I didn't have to do that. So tightening up here. I guess you're supposed to stretch it to make it as tight as you can as you go. Oh my gosh. When you start a new craft or open a craft thing, it's always so exciting. I'm so happy. Crafty makes me happy. Opening up makes me happy. I'm hoping I can do this because it looks kind of interesting. So let's pull it tight here before I tighten it anymore. It's pretty loose. Any suggestions on how to do this better, I would appreciate it. I mean, it's not like, how tight does it go? As tight as I can get it? Oh yeah, it's getting tighter. In the video, the girl just keeps pulling at it and tightening it, so I'll do the same thing. I'm going to play the video so I can do it as we go. I have my tablet set up there. Do you think that's tight enough? I can't get it any tighter here. So it seems pretty, well, I guess it's different than cross stitch, right? Oh. I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, so now we're going to do some yarn threading. So I'm scared I'm going to lose this. This just looks like, I don't know why this is at the bottom. of that. And then, oh, that's off to a good start. Oh, you go through here, right? Or you just stick it down. Or you go through here like that. Is that right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. So then you take 32. So I'm going to take the label off. Find the end there. Just pause my video because she's getting too far ahead. There's the end there. Okay. So we will thread that through there. Like that. That's what she showed. And then you pull this through and the yarn should come through, right? Correct? There we go. Okay, pretty cool. I am scared I'm going to lose this, so I'm going to stick it back in the bag because it only came with one, and if I lose it, then are they easy to lose? Oh, yeah, what am I talking about? I have a cat. He's going to knock it down in 30 seconds. So, okay, then let's see what she does here. You see, pull it back. So it's like that. Is that too much? And then look at the picture here. So this part here is green. So I guess you start here. Just do it through a hole. How much do you leave? Sorry, I got the video going. Is that too much? I'm going to leave that. And then you just go. Do you have to pull it tight? And it says to do about 4. Does it matter where you go? Oh. Does it matter how many you do? I think I wasn't over enough. I might have to go over that again. And then how do you get back? Oh, that's not very good. Uh-oh, what did I do? That's not very tight. Oh, I went over, so I'm going to go that way, cover the blue. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I'm going back. Okay, so let's start again. Yep, that's me. Let's see here. You have to go over farther? No, that's too far. You have to keep it tight. Okay, off to a start. So you just pull it. Is that too much? I'm gonna pull it a bit more. Okay, let's try again. So I think it should be to, that one was good. Can you go in the same hole? Is it gonna let you? Then this one go over a bit. Anyone come closer and see what I'm doing? Oh, there. Oh, why didn't that go? That's awful big. It went, I don't know why it's not, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not staying in? Yeah, well, that's not very good. Doesn't look good doing that. But I'm not all the way to the end, so can you do a little one so it goes to the end? But how do you go back? Do you go just beside it? Oh, that's my frustrated voice in case. Let's go smaller maybe. Am I pulling too hard? Maybe I'm pulling too hard. There we go. Now how does she go back? Hang on, I'm gonna see how she did it when she got back. Yeah, she doesn't pull very hard, so maybe I'm pulling too hard. It came out again. So I must be pulling it too hard. She just kind of goes beside it. Why is that one coming out? A little bit higher. What am I doing wrong? Do I have to hold it? Guess it does have to be tight. Let's go down and maybe do the outside first. Yeah, maybe it has to be. Does the yarn have to be tight? Yeah. Yeah, so I think the yarn has to be pretty tight, right? Or is the needle twisting on me, maybe? Okay. That wasn't good. Oh, I think I'm putting the needle in wrong. Not that that matters, apparently, because that doesn't look good. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Doesn't matter how you hold the thread and the needle. Have to go pretty close, I guess. I'm missing out here. Like, how close do you have to get to the yarn to fill it in? Let's see. Can it be the same? I should go smaller or bigger? Why is it not sticking? Maybe I'm pulling too hard. Okay, it wasn't close enough. I made a big hole in it. Does that matter? Okay. Am I doing it? Okay, so it doesn't look great there. But it's my first time, so thinking about taking it out, but I think I might leave it because it's the first time. So how do you cut it off then? Oh, she doesn't show you how to cut it off. Oh, I guess you cut it off like that, right? Well, that doesn't look like the picture at all. Okay, so that's my first leaf. Doesn't look great, but first time, so let's try again. Maybe and go up. Okay, I think that's too much yarn, right? Okay. Too much. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Let's split. Okay. So where does the yarn go? Should it go on the top? The needle should go that way, am I correct? She's like an expert, obviously, because she did the video, put the kit together. Let's go in here. Let's go up the side here. Okay. Is there room for white in there? I guess we're going to find out. Now, do you make it longer? It looks like it's not the same. She doesn't make it the same length when she goes back. Okay, that looks a little better. What do you think? Oh, satisfying noise. Am I pushing too hard? I don't know. Oops. Oh, I think I definitely have to, not used to the, I'm used to like feeding the yarn. Okay. Okay. We're doing it. Doesn't look like she goes around the outside. She goes back and forth. So how do you turn around? Do you do a small one when you turn around? I have to watch that again and see when you go down. Why is that stiff like that? Okay. I'm not sure if I'm getting the hang of it. But that definitely looks better than the first one. So that's too far out. Can you that's a good thing. If you don't like that stitch, I guess you can just pull it out. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to continue on, and I'll come back in a bit and show you how I did. My mic wasn't working. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'll just do a voiceover. So that's the first one I did. It's not great. Parts of it are okay. Yarn tension definitely makes a difference. You got to leave it loose. And it definitely has to be tight on the hoop. So this one I did a lot better. I tightened that one up. I took a screwdriver on the top. So it definitely, the curves parts of it is not too bad. I like the colors of it. Yeah, so that you weren't supposed to take the top off, the tape off the end of it. I didn't know that. I did. It did pull apart, but I could still use it. So next one I'll make sure I don't do that. So yeah, that thing is pretty small, thin too. So yeah, so that's the one I'm gonna do. It's nice and tight on there. So yeah. Okay, so colors are nice. Some parts of it are okay. Definitely can't do the corners, and my stitches aren't all the same length, so that's something I definitely have to work on. But and I didn't go all the way to the edge, so it's a little bit funky. But parts of it aren't too bad. For first time, I didn't think it was so bad. So I've got a couple things to work on, but yeah, I liked it. It was fun for sure. That's the second one. That was really wonky. I don't know. I was like freaking out about the flower part, and a couple stitches were long, and the straight parts were okay. I don't know. That one's, yeah, a little bit wonky. And because it was thin, I didn't know which angle to go on. And this one's turned out pretty good. I think the flowers turned out all right. Did them in a circle like she showed me in the video. Again, on the top, I don't know. Are you supposed to go the same way the stitches go on the bottom? Or is it okay to go on an angle? The white was pulling, the yarn was pulling a bit, but I like the flower part. And right, that part there is not too bad. Still didn't go all the way out to the edges. I got to practice that. And I got to practice turning. And yeah, so I don't think they were too bad for my first time. I definitely did enjoy it. Yeah, pulled a stitch there. Yarn tension is a big thing, not to have any. And the way you hold your needle. So anyways, I'm gonna continue on and see if I can get a little bit better. I'm gonna watch a couple more videos, see what I can do, and I'm gonna do this one. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back and I finished them up. So this one here, and this one here. So what I figured out was this is not beginner friendly. I was fine when I was going along the straight here, but as soon as it became a little bit more like curvy like that, I didn't know what to do. I looked at some YouTube videos and this is definitely not. Having said that, I totally enjoyed it and I am going to find a beginner friendly one. With these ones, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. You're supposed to turn them into coasters. I'll show you what they say, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Just a recap here. See which one I like the best. That one's not bad. That one's okay. I mean, they're not horrible, but I mean, I see all the mistakes, and I'm sure if you've done this before, you can see it too. Yeah, so I think this one here is my best. But see, once I just don't know what to do once it starts going around the curve there. So this one didn't have so many. So let's do this one. So I did have lots of yarn left over. So sorry. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. There's enough here. I might do an amigurumi, which is a crochet stuffed animal. The yarn was really nice. The white split a bit, but most of them were good. I think the problem was it's really hot here. I'm in Southern Ontario, and I just didn't like playing with yarn when it's so hot is not pleasant. So I think I'm gonna cut the yarn crafts out till it cools down a bit here. But I thought that was pretty, like, they gave you more than enough for sure. The hoop was okay. It's plastic. I did bend it a bit because, can you see that? I bent it a bit because when I was putting the screwdriver in to tighten it, and of course the threader I messed up. The yarn needle's a typical one, and this one here, I don't know if that's a good or not, but I think that was lots of material. I think they were pretty good. And these are the little pads that you're supposed to cut out to make coasters. I really like these. I thought they were pretty good. So I'm not going to ruin them with my attempt here. I'm going to use them for something else. So, but I will show you what you're supposed to do with it now to get it on the coaster. So I'm just going to get a little piece of white yarn here. I think it should be the beige yarn. Matches better. I don't think it matters really. I did like it. I mean, it's definitely different. You have to think about the yarn different than you would, say, crochet, because crochet, it's all about the yarn tension, and the needle helps you. What I find here is the yarn, you just make sure it's not tangled, put it aside, and it's all about the needle and how you hold it. So it's a different mindset for sure. So you're supposed to trim, and I find it odd that you don't knot these off. Now, I don't know if it's just this one here you don't knot off, because you're going to make it a coaster and it's going to go inside, or did I do something wrong and you are supposed to tie them off? But I am definitely going to go watch some more YouTube videos and check it out. And I might go to Michael's. I'm on vacation next week, so I might go, vacation. So of course, trip to Michael's. Like let's be honest, when is never a good time for a trip to Michael's? So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm scared to trim it actually. So and see if they do have a beginner friendly one, and get a better scope of it. So what you're supposed to do is just trim it around where the hoop was, because it left an impression. I think another thing is I'm not a big hoop person when I use it. I find they get in my way. I know you're supposed to. I do cross stitch too, and I know you're supposed to use them for cross stitch. See, the problem with this one too, if you can see it, I didn't go all the way, and I didn't know exactly how to gauge how far to go. So I'm hoping I'll get better. I definitely I'm gonna try a beginner friendly one and see how that goes, but I'll just show you what they tell you to do with this one. I think there might be an easier way too. So let me just get my darning needle. Take a piece of the yarn. I don't know how much. Oops, sorry, you didn't see. Making a nice mess here. Took a nice strip of it. I don't even know if I was on camera when I was cutting that, but sorry about that. I'm working on it, and I get concentrating, and so you're just gonna weave it back and forth. Obviously, you got to tie a knot on the end. I don't usually do it this way, but sake of quickly. And then you just supposed to weave it around kind of even around the whole thing. Oh, hopefully my yarn's long enough. Yeah, typical me. Didn't gauge it. I think if you had experience, I think this is a pretty good little kit. I don't know if you want fabric coasters or not, but I mean, for decoration, they would be okay. Colors are nice. I really like the colors too. I don't know why it gives me anxiety to cut these. I guess because in crochet you always tie off, right? So these are just kind of hanging there. So you're just going to go around. almost back to the front. Do 2 more. Okay. And then you just take it and you pull it. When you pull it, it's going to go round. Should have pulled it as I went, I guess. That was a long one there. See, and then it goes round. Then you kind of play with it. Tie that off. And then you kind of bring it in. See, this is, I don't think, easy either this way. And then you got a round coaster. So then you're supposed to take one of these and then put it along the edge. So take the plastic off of it, it's sticky, and then pull this in and stick it. And then as you go round, pull it in and stick it down. So then you'd have a little coaster. Actually, I don't think that would be too bad. But like I said, I don't want to ruin those with my attempt. But I think that's a pretty good, I like punch needle. I think I'm going to try, like I said, I'm definitely going to try it again. And I think if you had experience, this would be a pretty good kit. But that's what you're supposed to do with it. Just tighten it as you go, I guess. And it brings it in like that. And then you got a little, you'd have a little coaster. Actually, that is pretty darn cute, I have to say. If my stitches were better, I probably would have done it. I think if my stitches were better, I definitely would have tried it. Let's see if I can get it in. You can have a look. I'll tie that off after. I'm going to do a better job, I think. Yeah. So I think if you tied that up like that, that wouldn't be too bad. So my thing on this kit is pretty good. Punch needle, thumbs up. I like it. And I'm definitely going to see if I can do some more of this. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.